Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny, Root Market Node app and Backends API inside. Today need to first of all the cart to ads and cart quantity updates API issue we need to fix here because we need to found this here the multiples price you need to per unit wise you need to difference and we need to making here the not save inside here the cart tables inside the price ID. That's why I need to making here the issue related to joins. We need to getting this here the cart list. That's why I need to first of all the fix this issue inside here. Now we need to go here the cart details and to modify the structures. We need to add this here the one important columns. We need to add here for the price details inside price ID. Also need to put inside this query. We need to go here these tables and to modify this here the after item ID. We need to one columns adds and to set this here the price ID, and we need to give this here the default value. We need to set here the 0 and to save this here these tables. This is the alter query you need to add here and to setting this here. Now need to update here. First of all need to add here the price ID. This is the most important because price related difference price ID like here set, and also need to check here the select items and price ID like here's maybe match this years here and equal to price ID, and we need to give this here this value. Second query inside request dot price underscore ID like this. Need to put here for like this data and to found this records, then to update this here the quantity. Else parts need to set here the price ID price underscore ID to set here the question marks and to set this here the value request object dot price underscore ID like this past, and to save this years for these tables. Now here's need to set like this here the data and to not need to update query inside the change because need to not modify here the units for the update quantity. That's why I need to only updating here the qty. That's why not need to change this here the price ID. Need to like this, we need to setting here and to apply this here. Now we need to develop this here the cards dot post, and we need to write down here the slash api slash app slash cart list, and to create here the request response functions callback. Need to like this, need to write down here, and then after need to write down here the helper dot delogs, and we need to print this here the request dot body like here's where request object is equal to request dot body like this set here for this data. Now need to check here the access tokens. Need to request dot headers. We need to set here response like this callback. We need to set this here the errors, and need to get here the user objects. We need to get for the if here the valids for these access tokens like this. We need to set this here the conditions. Now you need to fetch this here the all active cards items. Need to fetch here for the database. Need to get here. Need to write down here the db dot query like here. So need to call here. Need to pass this here the parameters, and need to get query inside errors and result. Need to like this get here's, and make sure so need to access only this API for the user sites. That's why I need to set here the one tabs. So need to set here. Now we need to give this here the first of all so need to internal logic. Need to write down here. This is the simple, but we need to query some little bit hard. Now need to write down here the helper dot check parameter valids. We need to give this here the response object. Then after not check parameters, we need to forget here. So need to throw errors. Give this here the errors and response objects and to return these functions. Now Need to return this here the JSONs like here. Set here the status, set here one like here. Then after need to set this here the payload and need to set here the result. Like we need to configure and to save this here this value need to set here. And now we need to write here the query. First of all, need to go here for this SQL and to find out here the cart like this. We need to put here and to give this here the as cd and cd dots and to give this here the short name every place need to put here like this status created date modified dates maybe no needs this value need to remove here. Now we need to remove this here the as where conditions we need to set this here the cd dot user underscore id like this past years and question mark and need to set here the cd dot status equal to question mark like these conditions need to apply for these tables. Now another tables need to join here the item tables need to join here need to write down here the inner join like here and we need to set this here the inner joins inside we need to item tables need to bind here to write down here slash item details as we need to set here id on methods need to set here the id dot we need to call here item id equal to cd dot item id and conditions so need to check this here the id dot need to call this here the status need to give this here the id like is like this set here the a1 like this set here the conditions. Now another inner joins for the related to price we need to write down here the join and we need to set this here the price details table as need to set here the pd and on methods need to write down here the pd dot price id is equal to cd dot price id like this sets here and conditions also need to set here the one for the pd status one like these conditions need to set here. Then after another inner join like here need to set this here the slash unit details as need to set here as set ud on ud dot set here the unit id slash unit underscore id equal to write down here ad dot unit id underscore id like this we need to set here and to now need to set here the another's value need to put related to tables we need to check here the structures and to find out here the another tables items are tables inside now need to go here for the select query need to select like this need to needs here the categories item names descriptions and image need to three columns need to needs for here need to put here now need to bind here with this result like here's for descriptions image like this sets here. Then after so need to manage here the price details columns need to also add here some like here's now need to go structures and to get this here the amount columns also need to put here for the related to price pd dot amounts. Now another thing so need to give this here the pd dot unit underscore id slash and we need to set here the another columns we need to needs here for the unit tables we need to needs here now need to go here the fruit And now we need to select this here the unit details, and we need to get this here the unit names and unit value. Need here select query. Need to copy this value here like here, and you need to set this here the ud dots like here, and this query are the dones. Now need to cut here and close this here, no needs now. Need to paste here and this query. Now need to done here. Now need to fix this here the issue to set here the band merge with this query like here to merge, and here's also need to add here the plus sign, set here comma plus, and join this years, and this is the done here. Now need to set here the question mark value. Need to put this years. Now need to first one is to give this here the user object dot user underscore id, and then after need to give this here the ones for the active list items need to put here, and this is the API. You need to done here the cart list with here the all details needed need to put here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.